If the last year taught you anything, it's that you're ready for more. In this video, we are rebranding our lives for 2026. Mindset, routines, identity, and the version of yourself you're stepping into. No pressure, no perfection, just clarity, intention, and momentum. Let's rebrand together. Good morning, besties. Welcome to this rebrand vlog. I hope you're ready to rebrand yourself for 2026. I'm so ready. I think I have been needing and craving this for the last few months, so I'm very excited to be my new rebranded self. I created a really good rebrand template and I have filled it out over the last few days and made my vision board and everything, so I know what my rebranded self is, and I wanted to use this video to kind of do all the little habits that I want to do in this next year. So I'm using today to kind of be the best version of myself and try out these new habits that I want to do daily. But also I'm going to show you my rebrand template. I'm very happy with it. I'm very proud of my template and I think it's incredible. So if you're ready to rebrand yourself for this next year, this is the perfect video for you, because I'm not only going to show you the template and everything you can do to figure out who you want to be, but also I'm going to show you my ideal day, and hopefully this will give you a little bit of inspiration. It is now almost 9 a.m. I woke up around 7 and just got ready for the day, did my skincare. I cleaned up a little bit around the apartment and we are now going on our first real walk. I obviously went out with her to go to the bathroom, but we will now go on the first real walk of the day. I don't have a workout for today because we are kind of snowed in. I don't really know what's going on, but yeah, we're kind of snowed in. We went grocery shopping yesterday, which is good. But I don't really want to drive anywhere. These walks will be my workout for today. Obviously, I would love to go to the gym or go to one of my degree workouts, but that's just not possible today. So we are going to go on a few nice walks outside in the snow, get our steps in. So let's kick off this new year and let's kick off being the best version of ourselves. Another thing that I really want to do this year is get ready every day, which doesn't really mean I need to put on makeup, but I want to put a little bit more effort in my everyday appearance, if that makes sense. I have just realized that I feel so much better when I have like a little bit of makeup on, or when I got myself ready, did my hair and stuff. It just makes me feel more put together and confident, and that's how I want to feel. So I'm gonna make an effort and get myself ready today and hopefully most of the days in this year, which again doesn't mean that I put on a lot of makeup, it just means that I get myself ready. Do a little bit more than just my skincare.
Some more effort, like deeper. She does it the way it really did. I loved it.
There is a lot of talk on the internet right now about rebranding yourself and rebranding for 2026. And I love the concept of a rebrand. As a designer, I have created brands and also rebrands for different companies. And rebranding yourself, you don't need to be a celebrity to have a personal brand. I think everyone has a personal brand if you're conscious or not. Personal brand is really all about you, who you are, how you present yourself with fashion, makeup, how you speak to yourself, how you speak to others, how you speak about others, what you do for work, what you're learning in school, what your favorite color is, what your favorite meal is. This is all your personal brand, and this is all how you present yourself to the world. And so having a look at yourself and your traits and your personality and thinking about a rebrand is, in my opinion, a great way to reflect on yourself and on your habits, on your routines, on your life. What is really filling your cup and what is not filling your cup? How can you change? Who do you want to become? It might just be me, but all the TikToks I have seen about the rebrand for 2026 are not really telling you what a rebrand really is. I have seen TikToks that say how to rebrand your life in 2026, and it's eating healthy, going on walks, and staying hydrated. And while those are nice things, and I like to do them myself, that's not a rebrand, those are just habits. So I think we are all in need of a nice rebrand guide, and that is exactly what I have created. In the description down below you can find a link to a Notion site, and it looks something like this. You can save this template into your Notion, it's free, or if you don't use Notion you can just use these prompts as journal prompts. Essentially these are journal prompts and kind of guidelines for a rebrand, and it starts with a definition of what a rebrand really is. Personal rebranding is the intentional process of redefining who you are, how you show up, and how your actions align with your future goals. It's not about becoming someone else overnight, but about consciously evolving your identity, habits, environment, and standards so they match the version of you that you're building next. Think of it as updating your internal and external systems to support your next chapter. So if that sounds like something you want to do, this guide is perfect for you. I have not only created this template, but also filled it out myself. So I have been filling this out over the last 2 or 3 days. It doesn't take you 2 or 3 days. I just wanted to take my time and be very conscious and think about what I put down, because this rebrand is really important to me, but I would love to go through these steps. The first step of the guide is to reflect on your current life. This is basically the foundation. Like, this is so important if you go into a rebrand, to assess what is happening right now and what your life looks like, what you like and what you don't like. The purpose here essentially is to decide what comes into this next year with you and what doesn't. In step 2, you define who you really want to be. So think of your new identity. Who is this person? What do they do on the daily? In this step, I have also put down the theme of the year. I think this is very fun. It could be a word or a short sentence that defines your year. This really challenges you to think about the essence of who you want to be this year. In step 3, you define your vibe, mood, and aesthetic. So this is about how you want to feel and how you want others to feel around you, and then also just your presence, your style. What do you look like? Next is a step that a lot of people love to do, and it is to visualize. And in this step, there's also the vision board element. If you don't know what a vision board is, it is a collage of pictures, colors, quotes that you want your next year to represent. I often see people do their vision board kind of as a mood board, and I see a lot of materialistic things on mood boards, and I'm not really a fan of that. I like to do my vision boards surrounding me and my life. Of course, you can put a bag on your vision board, but I would encourage you to use this vision board for yourself. Step 5, choose habits that support this version of you. This is really the step that connects the vision with the reality, because you need to look at your life and your daily routines and figure out what you need to change and create habits that support that. Obviously, these habits should be realistic and sustainable for your life. Step 6, I love this step, reset your environment, because your space should really support your new identity and also your habits. So this could be a physical environment like your room, your apartment, your house, but also a digital reset where you delete apps that you don't want to use anymore, organize files and stuff like that. Step 7, we are almost at the end. Redefine your standards. I think this is so important and sadly overlooked, because to have a rebranded identity, you also need to look at your standards and boundaries and see if they align with your future self. And the last thing I have on this template is a final commitment, where you can write out a little commitment for yourself that holds you accountable, and then put your name, put the date, and you are committed to this rebrand. We are not slipping up. I have loved filling out this rebrand template. It has really helped me to figure out what I want and how I want to present myself. At the end of the day, you are the main character of your life. And I think there's no better way than to reflect and figure out how you want to show up is very important, and this could actually change your life. I think this is gonna change my life. So like I said, the template is down below in the description. It's completely free. You can use it in Notion or your notes app or just paper and pen. Definitely let me know if you use this template and if it helped you to rebrand yourself. I am going to make a juice now and also some ginger shots for the next few days. I'm very excited to do my juices. I have my little juicer over here, and then all my ingredients. We have spinach, oranges, apples, a cucumber, ginger, and a pineapple. And then also I have a little lemon juice as well. I usually use fresh lemons, but because I have this left, I'm just gonna use this instead of a fresh lemon. Juices, especially green juices, always make me feel so amazing, so healthy, and on top of my game. So yeah, I'm gonna make this and listen to my audiobook. I'm currently listening to Wild Side by Elsie Silver. This is like a cowboy kind of romance. I really needed a silly romance right now because I'm actually in the middle of reading Alchemist, which is this huge 1,000-page dark fantasy book. And I have been reading it for over a month now with different books in between because I just cannot really do this dark eerie vibe. Obviously it is a great story and I have seen a lot of people giving it a 5 stars, and I agree that it is an amazing book. I needed to put a few like romances in between so I can just have a little fun. So that's what I've been reading and listening, and I'm gonna listen to it while I do my juices. I love listening to audiobook instead of watching TV or watching a YouTube video. I love watching YouTube videos, but sometimes I just want to be in a story in a different world without a screen. So yeah, I love my audiobooks. I always listen to my audiobooks on Audible or BookBeat. So let's get juicing.